Good morning, dear students. The topics which I'll be explaining to you today is going to be the reserve, how you will be treating the reserve at the time of admission of a partner, and also how to treat the accumulated profit and loss and the goodwill which is being brought by the new partner. Now, a reserve, and in case if there is any profit, okay, let us speak about the reserve first. Reserve is something which the partners have already kept in the organization for, it could be for bad debts, or it could be any reason they have created a reserve and they have kept aside, so that when the need arises, the amount from the reserve could be taken towards that. So now this reserve, when it is there in the organization, it belongs to the old partners. That is why what old partners they'll do is, when a new partner is being admitted into the organization, they will just specify before itself, either they'll take it off or they'll just clear it, that this reserve belongs to both the partners. Now whatever income, whatever amounts the partners are going to get from the partnership organization, they show it on the credit side of their capital account. That is why any reserve, if you see in the old balance sheet or in the adjustment, immediately we are going to share that to the old partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Okay, in case of a reserve being there in the old balance sheet, like you all know, whatever information is there in the old balance sheet, when we are solving the sum, we just post it once. But in case if reserve is given in the adjustment, we'll have to post it twice. Like once, as I said just now, we'll post it to the credit side of partners capital account. I hope you all remember, credit side we post the opening balance, then any revaluation profit and loss we post that side, and also the cash or bank, whatever the new partner is bringing, that will be posted into the new partner's account. Like that, the reserve also will be given to the old partners in their profit sharing ratio. Like just how we have divided the profit and revaluation account to the old partners, reserve also will be given to old partners like that. And the second time when we'll have to show this reserve will be, that will be in the new balance sheet under the heading of liability, we will show reserve. Okay, reserve is always a liability to the organization. It is it is the duty on part of the organization that it give away the reserve whatever is being created for whatsoever reason. So that is how the reserve will be treated, dear students. I'll be explaining you the illustration very soon now. With that, it will be even more clear to you how to treat the reserve when it is given in the partnership question. Alright, then accumulated profits and loss means the previous years, if there is any profit which is still there in the organization which the partner has not taken, he will be taking that. At the same time, loss also. So because profit is an income, we'll again show it on the credit side of the partner's capital account, and loss will show it on the debit side of the partner's capital account. Maximum in adjustments, you won't be given profit and loss, you'll have it in the old balance sheet, so we'll just give one treatment towards that. The other way around you'll be learning in your further classes. Alright, now coming to about goodwill. Now you all know the new partner, when he is coming into the organization, he'll bring some capital, some amount on behalf of him, and also because he is going to use the name of the company which is established by the old partner towards its goodwill, towards its reputation, he will be charged a certain amount. By end of this chapter, I will teach you how to calculate goodwill, because I don't want to teach that now and confuse you, because here in the questions what we will be directly given the amount of goodwill what the partner is going to bring. So you will all have to know in today's class is that the goodwill, whatever the new partner is bringing, it will be taken up by the old partners. Why it is being taken up by the old partners is, it is the old partners' hard work with which the organization has come to this level, to this reputation. So that is why the goodwill, whatever the new partner is bringing, it will be taken up by the old partners again in their old profit sharing ratio. And second time, the goodwill which is given in the adjustment, where we are going to show is in cash in hand or cash at bank, whatever is given in the old balance sheet. Okay, so here in partnership account, after getting the goodwill also, till now you have learnt how to prepare the revaluation account, you have come to know how to prepare the partners capital account, you have also learnt how to prepare the new balance sheet. Two more accounts they constitute this accounting part of partners. Is one is either you will prepare cash or bank account, both means same, and goodwill account. Okay, so whatever amount the partner is bringing goodwill, then how it is being shared by both the partners. Okay, balance B by D you will have one, and both the partners. That once I explain you how to prepare the goodwill account, it will be more clear. Likewise bank, okay, whatever amount is coming, like debit side you will put the opening balance, then there itself you will show the capital, whatever the new partner is bringing, that is going to be our opening balance, then we'll add goodwill to it. Okay, and again the capital will be shown in the partner's capital account, the new partner's capital account, but goodwill what the new partner is bringing, he will not get any share out of it, it will be completely taken by the old partners. Again, where are we going to show this goodwill? Credit side of partners capital account, and second time as I said, in the new balance sheet you will write cash in hand heading, whatever amount cash is given in the old balance sheet you will take that, you will add capital whatever the new partner is bringing to it, also you will add the goodwill amount whatever the new partner is bringing. Okay, so that is how you will be treating the goodwill, any profit and losses of the previous year still in the organization, that, and also the reserve. Now just have the look at the illustrations. Our illustration number 11, page number 171. Have a look. A and B are partners in a firm sharing profit and losses in the ratio of 5:3. On 31st December 2014, the balance sheet was as under. So till balance sheet and the adjustment, this is the part of your question, dear students. You have liabilities and assets. Here if you see in balance sheet, we have sundry creditors, general reserve. So here is what I am talking about reserve. This 32,000, it will be given to A and B in what ratio? 5:3. So if you calculate 32,000 into 5:3 means 5 plus 3 is 8, that is 5 by 8. 8 fours are 32. So we have 4,000 here. 4,000 into 5, we have 20,000. Okay, so if A is getting 20,000 of reserve, B is getting how much? B is getting the remaining amount, that is 12,000. And where are we going to show this reserve? In partners capital account towards the credit side. Just have a look. Partners capital account, credit side, journal reserve we have. In A's column we have put up 20,000, in B's column we have put up 12,000. This sundry creditors, it will go in the liabilities of our balance sheet. Okay, before that I would like to explain all these adjustments. Have a look. On the above date, they decided to admit C as a new partner. A, B, C new profit sharing ratio is how much? 7:5:4. This is just for information, dear students. We are not going to apply it anywhere, so just avoid that. Now next adjustment, have a look. C will bring 1 lakh as his capital. Twice we have to post this entry. Once we will show in partners capital account. In C's column we'll put the amount as cash and we'll show that 1 lakh rupees over there. Second time, in old balance sheet we have cash at bank, cash in hand. So in case if you have cash in hand, you take cash in hand. If you don't have cash in hand, you will add this 1 lakh to cash at bank. Just have a look. In the new balance sheet, we have cash in hand here 3 lakhs. As per the old balance sheet, we have added 1 lakh here. It has become 1 lakh 3,000 now. Now next entry, it says that machine is valued at 1,50,000. What is the actual value given in the old balance sheet? 1,20,000 means there is an appreciation of 30,000. Okay, so that is why when we are preparing revaluation account, appreciation, increase in the value of asset, we write it on the credit side. By machine account will show 30,000. And second time, in new balance sheet, we'll write the machinery account. Okay, 1,20,000. Here in your textbook, it's not given clearly. You will write 1,20,000 and you will put plus appreciation 30,000. Okay, then you will get the actual amount of 1,50,000. 1000. After that we are given stock. How much are we given? 1 lakh. But as per our previous balance sheet, old balance sheet, we are given 80,000. We have to make our stock to 1 lakh. To make this 80,000 to 1 lakh, how much amount we have to add? 20,000. So that means again increase in the value of asset. It is an appreciation. Okay. So that also will show in revaluation account towards the credit side 20,000. And again, as I have explained for machinery, you will do for stock also. Stock value is 80,000 plus appreciated amount, that is 20,000. You will put 1 lakh in the outer column. Okay. Then have a look. We are given provision for doubtful debts. 10,000 is to be created. Okay. Unrecorded liability will write on the debit side. Provision for doubtful debts, how much? 10,000. And second time, in our old balance sheet, we are given sundry debtors 70,000. Provisions are always to be deducted, so we will do that in our new balance sheet. It will be written as sundry debtors 70,000 less provision 10,000, and you will show 60,000 in the outer column. Okay, so I guess with that we come to an end of adjustments of this illustration. Rest all will just post it, dear students. Now have a look at revaluation account. Machinery stock provision is posted. Debits, credit side we have 50,000, debit we have 10,000, difference amount 40,000. It will be divided to A and B. Then you will prepare partners capital account, balance B by D. How did you get this 1 lakh and 1,20,000? It's already given in our old balance sheet. Okay, this will be your opening balance for the old partners. Then cash account, the new partner, the amount which he has brought, that 1 lakh. Revaluation amount, how we got? This amount. Okay, the profit, it is shared by both the old partners in their old profit sharing ratio, that is 5:3. Okay, when you divide this 2 lakh, this 40,000 into 5 by 8 and 3 by 8, you will get 25,000 and 15,000. That same very they have posted here under revaluation account. General reserve, I have already explained you. Okay, because it is given in the old balance sheet, we will just post it one. In case if general reserve is given here in adjustment, you will post it twice. One you will show like this in partners capital account, and second time in new balance sheet towards liabilities side, you will write reserve, general reserve, and you will put the amount in the amount column. Okay, and these are balance C by D. Now this amount, where are we posting? We are posting in the new balance sheet under the heading of capitals. Okay, A, B, C. So to get this amount here, to get the capitals which are to be posted in the new balance sheet, we are preparing partners capital account. How we got this sundry creditors? We have taken it from the old balance sheet. Okay, so we'll take all the everything written here in the old balance sheet, the liabilities and assets towards our new balance sheet, except this reserve amount. And machinery, we have appreciated stock, we have appreciated sundry debtors, we have deducted the provisions. Cash at bank 7,000 as it is will be written. Cash in hand, this 3,000, again the extra cash which has come into the organization through the new partner, will add that and will show as 1,03,000. When you do all this, automatically the liabilities and assets will tally of the company, of the partnership firm. So once your liabilities and assets are tallying, it means that your sum is absolutely correct. Okay, so that was about your illustration number 11, dear students. Thank you so much for listening to the class today. You all have a great day.